The dueling trailers are out, and we all know which is the right team, but I want to make 10 predictions based on what we saw in the trailer and somewhat what we know from lore. So spoilers if you haven't read A World of Ice and Fire or Fire and Blood Volume 1. Number 1, Criston Cole races towards a fallen Aegon. We know that earlier in the battle at Rook's Rest and other locations that Criston Cole has a helmet on. However, at one point he's knocked from his horse. I'm guessing this scene where he is racing with his horse without a helm on is either him running from Rhaenys dragon's fire, or he is racing towards the spot where Aegon and his dragon fell to rescue a badly burnt Aegon. Number 2, Harrenhal is super haunted. Well, that's not a prediction. We all know Harrenhal is super haunted. It was constructed by Harren the Whore with the blood and death of the Riverland people. It also saw the death of a lot of people in a very painful way when Aegon the Conqueror used his dragon Balerion to burn the castle, cooking all of those inside. It was intense. It's even said that there are ghosts that are on fire that roam the castle. Then there's the fact that every house that claims ownership of the castle has become extinct, so, you know, not a great track record. In the trailer, we see Daemon at Harrenhal looking pretty spooked. I'm guessing the supernatural things we've been promised in season 2 happen here, and that Alice Rivers, the supposed bastard child of Lionel Strong, is helping with said spookening. If this is post Alice drugging Daemon and this is him having a trip or a nightmare, I think that would be amazing, because I don't think this takes place in, you know, quote unquote real life or during waking. I think this is all in Daemon's head, and it's because he's been drugged, because he's been injured with his taking of Harrenhal. Number 3, Seasmoke is not happy. We see Rhaenyra walking and dragon tamers keeping a dragon at bay. We also see a bit of Syrax. I highly doubt Rhaenyra loses control of her dragon, and it's more likely that Seasmoke is being kept inside with the hopes of someone claiming him. Seasmoke probably isn't happy because he knows his rider is still alive and wants to go to him, or wants to reject any new rider. Syrax and Seasmoke were also close as their riders were married, so it makes sense that Syrax would be trying to calm down Seasmoke. Number 4, Aegon is beating blood. We very clearly saw blood and cheese in the trailers and know that they're going to deal a heavy blow to Aegon and Helaena. Given it doesn't look like they cast Maelor, they will be taking Aegon's only heir, which will make Aemond the heir apparent. And we know that after the event, cheese gets away, but blood does not. I'm guessing Aegon is beating the hell out of blood in this scene and just loving doing it. Number 5, Criston Cole has executed Lord Darkland here. Aegon is shocked when not as many houses swear loyalty to him as he thought would. Some of those are in the Crown Lands, which obviously is not great for him, so he sends his army and with Aemond and Criston takes some of the Crown's Land houses. The sack of Duskendale occurs and ends with Lord Darkland beheaded by Cole. This scene here looks like Criston Cole walking away after easily sacking Duskendale and beheading Lord Darkland. Number 6, we saw parts of the Cargyll duel. I'm still debating if this is Eric sneaking into Dragonstone and seeing a dragon mid-flight, or it's just the good twin Eric. However, I believe this is definitely the twins dueling, which is going to be such a sad, sad moment. I'm not ready for it. Number 7, Aemond at Harrenhal in this scene. Aemond's swagger walk looks like it takes place at Harrenhal given the walls and the burning of Harrenhal mural we see in the background. So Aemond must be quite pleased with himself that he took Harrenhal from Daemon, which interestingly, Cole has the Hand of the King necklace on when Aemond is talking about facing Daemon, so this scene takes place before Aemond goes to Harrenhal, most likely. Number 8, this scene takes place after Rook's Rest, and Corlys is now the Hand of the Queen. So this scene, Corlys is talking to Rhaenyra about crushing the Greens, and it has to be post-battle Rook's Rest and the death of Rhaenys. You can tell because Corlys is wearing the Hand of the Queen pin, and this was done after his wife's death to keep him and his ships at Rhaenyra's side. Number 9, Rhaenyra finds bits and pieces of Luke and his dragon. So it looks like Rhaenyra will find at least the wing of Lucerys' dragon and maybe a tiny bit of his body to burn at his funeral. This is after she goes to the area around Storm's End for proof and to recover some of her son's body for the funeral we saw in the trailers. Finally, number 10, Otto is demoted from Hand of the King in episode 1. So given the timeline of the episodes, it would most likely have to be episode 1 that Aegon gets frustrated with Otto and dismisses him as Hand of the King, instead giving the honor to Criston Cole. As we can see, his conversation with Aemond and when he's at Rook's Rest, him wearing the Hand of the King necklace with the creepy clasping hands is there, and it doesn't look like Otto has his pin here when he's bowing to Aegon, so I wonder if he's been dismissed already here or knows that he's on very, very thin ice and about to be. That isn't the look of a man that feels secure in his job. So yeah, those are 10 predictions based off the trailer for season 2, and lore, obviously just the tip of the iceberg of what we can expect.